Today we're picking beans on the farm, and the way that beans are picked here is the entire plant is pulled out of the ground, and then while they're upside down we go through, find the beans that are ready to come off and put them down into the bin here. I've worked on farms before where bean picking is done several times on the same plants, and it's really a hard job to stoop over and sort through all of this foliage and find the ripe beans and not destroy the plants. And you can see on this plant that not all of these beans are the same ripeness at the same time. Here you can see a mature bean that's ready for harvest. Here you can see a flower that hasn't even developed into a bean yet. And then you see, immature beans on the plant too. But it's so much labor to pick beans that way, and it's so hard on your back. And bean seeds are so cheap that on many farms we just go through, pull the plants out, pick the ripe ones, and then leave the rest behind. And that's how it's done on this farm too. This particular group of beans, and we're not sure why, but it's not, it doesn't have a lot of beans on it. Earlier in the year we had plants that were just loaded with beans, and you can see from these plants she's getting maybe 5 or 10 beans per plant, which isn't a particularly good yield. This variety is actually called Provider, but it's not providing for us very well right now, and we were speculating about why that is, whether it's because they've been kind of pushed in the middle of this field and are not getting as much light as they need, or because they're not getting pollinated well enough. We're not sure, because the same variety was producing really well in a different part of the field earlier in the year. But it's a pretty simple process, and like a lot of things on the farm, it's repetitive. I picked a lot of beans here this year. It seems to be a Saturday job, and you can, with 2 people, if the plants are producing a lot of beans, you can pick a lot in an hour. We've probably been out here maybe not an hour, but 45 minutes, and we don't even have a full bin yet, which is not great yield. On commercial farms, beans are picked mechanically. There's a machine that goes through the farm, pulls the plants, and picks and sorts the mature beans. But on most small farms, they're still picked by hand.